2003 is where the ideas of the Avengers film began, with Avi Arad, the CEO of Marvel Studios, first announcing plans to develop the film in April 2005 after Marvel Enterprises declared independence by allying with Merrill Lynch to produce a slate of films, with Paramount Pictures buying the rights. Marvel discussed their plans in a brief presentation to Wall Street analysts. The studio's intention was to release individual films for the main characters to establish their identities and familiarize audiences with them before crossing them over. In 2006, Zach Penn, who wrote The Incredible Hulk, became involved with the film. In the wake of 2007 to 2008 Writers Guild of America strike, Marvel negotiated with the Writers Guild of America to ensure that it could create films based on its comic book counterparts, including Captain America, Ant-Man and the Avengers. The company set a July 2011 release date for the Avengers after the first Iron Man film got released and succeeded. Marvel Studios reached an agreement with Paramount, an extension of a previous partnership which gave the company distribution rights for 5 future Marvel films. Joss Whedon gets to direct the film. He gets praise from Kevin Feige and Avi Arad. Originally, the Wasp was going to be in the film, played by Zooey Deschanel. There was also a draft where Tobias Stane's son was going to be in it. Whedon noted that the characters used do not have the same issue. Unlike the X-Men, he felt these guys just don't belong together. Before realizing their interactions could be like the Dirty Dozen, he also referenced Dr. Strangelove, The Abyss, His Girl Friday, and Black Hawk Down. This movie is shot in New York. The cast from the previous films came back. Robert Downey Jr. said he initially pushed Whedon to make Stark the lead, which is fair enough as he started the franchise, and he's earned $50 million from the film. Chris Evans said that Steve Rogers is much darker in the Avengers and earns $2 to $3 million for the film. Chris Hemsworth has worked with Joss Whedon before in The Cabin in the Woods. Apparently Hemsworth said he was able to maintain the strength he built up for Thor movie by increasing the food intake consisting of chicken breasts, fish, steak and eggs every day. When asked exactly how much, Hemsworth said his body weight in protein pretty much, and he earned $2 to $3 million for the film. When Scarlett Johansson talks about the relationship between her and Hawkeye, she said Black Widow and Hawkeye have a long history. They fought together for a long time in a lot of battles in many different countries. They're 2 members of the Avenging Group who are skilled warriors. They have no superpowers. Black Widow is definitely one of the team. She's not in the cast simply to be romantic or eye candy. She's there to fight, so she's never felt like she was the only girl. They all have their various skills, and Scarlett felt it was equal. And I think it's a nice way of wording it. She's been trained with her stunt team and fighting actors for many months in terms of preparing for the role, and Scarlett earned $4 to $6 million for the film. Jeremy Renner said it was a very physical role and that he trained physically and protected archery as much as possible in preparation, and he's earned $2 to $3 million for the film. Samuel L. Jackson compared the Nick Fury to Ordell Robbie in Jackie Brown, describing a nice guy to hang out with. You just don't want to cross him. And he earned $4 to $6 million for the film. And I think it's nice to have Loki as the main villain. And Tom Hiddleston pointed out that Loki is a good idea to rule, as everyone is busy worshipping him and there will be no more wars, so he will create some kind of world peace by ruling them as a tyrant. But he's also kind of deluded in the fact that he thinks unlimited power will give him self-respect. Clark Gregg said Whedon provided insight into his character's backstory, particularly about Coulson being a fan of Captain America. Mark Ruffalo in this movie and beyond plays Bruce Banner, aka Hulk, and I think he nailed it. It's a shame that Marvel and Edward Norton fell out, so he was no longer casted, which is why he didn't reprise the role. Ruffalo was a friend of Norton. He grew up with the Hulk series starring Bill Bixby, and he also earned $2 to $3 million for the film. Kobe Smulders played Maria Hill in Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., and I think she's great as well. Apparently there was a cancelled Joss Whedon's Wonder Woman film with Kobe playing the part. Morena Baccarin was considered for the role also. The casts did a splendid job with their role. The direction and effects is awesome, and the music by Alan Silvestri is perfect fitting, so iconic. It's pretty effective, opening with the close-up of Tesseract. And Loki gives me the goosebumps.
He is ready to lead. our fools.
I love the fact that they reuse AC/DC song for Iron Man. I do love Captain America's suit in this movie. Classic.
Put that hammer down.
Yeah, no.
Bad call. He loves his hammer. You want me to put the hammer down?
The bit where Hulk is chasing Black Widow was pretty intense. What was pretty funny is where the police were copying what Captain America says.
Well, you keep them off the streets. I need a perimeter.
I need men in those buildings. Lead the people down and away from the streets. We're gonna set up a perimeter.
And when Hulk punched Thor, the scene with iconic lines that became memes are,
Listen well, brother.
I'm listening. Not a great plan.
I'm always angry.
Puny God.
I have an army. We have a Hulk.
And Hulk. Smash.
Superheroes in New York? Give me a break.
Batman is playing Galaga. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
the battle scenes in New York is well done. They must have spent a lot of money and time to put those scenes together. Agent Coulson's death scene is emotional, but at least he comes back to life and explained it in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The bit where Iron Man is in space was intense, as we thought that he could die. But thankfully not, until the end game. The ending is superb. And especially the after credits scene where Thanos makes a first appearance. I really think it's a fantastic film. The budget for the movie is $220 million and $1,519 billion for the box office. This movie must have blown the audience away, as it's the first time that we see live action film with superheroes crossing over. This movie reminds me of Ultimate Avengers animated films, which I really loved as well since I was a kid.
I must know how to stop him.
You and I, we're after the same thing.
He thought he could do it alone, but to succeed, and all of the Avengers in the ultimate rematch.
Well, that's embarrassing.
That's Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 1, and I'd love to do Phase 2 next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.